Hi guys, and welcome to 123 My IT's video where we compare the ASUS GL702 versus the G752V. Okay guys, so there's been a lot of interest surrounding these two models of laptops, and I have owned the laptops roughly about a year each, and I wanted to just go through and highlight what I think are the pros and cons for each model. Now this video is helpful if you already know what hardware configuration that you want, but you want to know the pros and cons to buying either the Strix laptop or the older ASUS G75V laptop. And I will show you what I think are the pros and cons between the two. Now guys, just to let you know that I won't be going through a full unboxing of these laptops, as I've already done that, and I'll put a link in the description below. So if you're looking for a video which shows you the ports and different things on the side of the laptop, then go ahead and have a look at those two videos and you should find what you need. I get a lot of people asking me on the 123myit.com website, what type of laptop should I buy? And for me it's a very personal question because everyone's different, but also there's like thousands and thousands of different models of laptops out there. So my first questions back to that person are, do you want it Mac or Windows? Which one are you more comfortable with? Do you want it gaming or not? Or is it going to be portable? Do you want it to be carried around, or do you want it to be a very large laptop which you just leave at home just for gaming? So with these two models, the GL702 and the G752V, they're both 17-inch gaming laptops, but the big difference here is, as you can see, the Strix gaming laptop up top here is very thin and very light, whereas the G752V is quite big and, as you can see, would be a bit heavier than the Strix model. Now this is really important for gaming. Obviously, if you're going to be carrying around the laptop, then you would go for something like the Strix, which is a bit thinner and smaller. If you wanted to just have a computer which is a desktop replacement type, you would probably go for the G752V, which is a bigger laptop, but as you see in a second, also has better cooling. Okay, so I mentioned that one laptop is thicker than the other, but what's the benefits to having a laptop that is larger in size than that one is smaller? Well, obviously the smaller one is more portable, you can carry it around, but the big problem here is, and especially with the Strix model, is that it does tend to overheat because the heat cannot get out of the laptop quick enough that the machine can actually produce it. And I have actually had some issues with overheating. Given it was summertime here, there was a lot of issues with overheating on the Strix. However, the G752V, one down the bottom here, has been rock solid through summer without any issues, and that's because of these really big chunky fans at the back here and really good ventilation system. I think if you're a hardcore gamer and you live in a really hot climate, I would definitely recommend you go for the thicker model. However, if you want to carry it around, say university or to a friend's house, or you want to do some travel with the laptop, but you still want gaming capabilities, then I would definitely go for the Strix. Just bear in mind that you might run into some heating issues because the fans just aren't adequate enough to cool the laptop on really hot days. One thing you might also notice on the G752V is that because of the thicker chassis and the bigger fans, the fans don't make a lot of noise because they don't have to spin or work as hard to cool the computer. Whereas if you're on a thinner computer, and I'll show you the Strix in a second, the fans will make a lot more noise while the machine is on. Okay guys, so this is the back of the Strix model, and I don't know if you can hear the fans there now. I'll just go quiet for a second while you can hear it. Okay, so there is definitely some more fan noise there. It's probably a little bit difficult to pick up on the microphone in the camera that I'm using. However, so when you do have a thinner chassis on these gaming laptops, you will get a lot more heat, and you may even experience some type of frame rate loss on a laptop that is a little bit thinner, due to the heat. So what it does is once it gets to a certain temperature, it will throttle back the CPU and slow your game down a little bit. So that's just something to be aware of too when you're buying these types of laptops. Another thing which I think is worth mentioning is the difference between the quality of the chassis. So you can see here on the Strix laptop, we get a lot of fingerprints just generally all around the laptop, and it does tend to look quite messy. However, if we wanted to try and do the same thing on the G752V, you'll notice that it doesn't leave any fingerprint marks on the chassis or on the plastics whatsoever. If we take a look at the profile between the two laptops, so you can see here that the GL752 does sit quite a lot higher than the Strix laptop. The Strix gaming laptop does sit quite low, and if we do it to just close those down, you'll see the difference in the profile there. So quite a big change as far as the profile is and how far the keyboard actually sits off the table. I do find that the Strix keyboard is a little bit lower and isn't as comfortable as the GL752. Okay guys, so let's just take a look at the keyboards here. So both keyboards on both models are backlit display. However, you can see that the WASD key on the Strix gaming laptop is this nuclear orange colour. So I guess it really depends on what your preference are. I actually do prefer the G752 over the Strix gaming, but again, it's really personal preference and doesn't really make that much of a difference to performance. Okay guys, so that's pretty much from me. If this was a helpful video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you've got some friends that are looking to purchase either one of these laptops and they want some more information, then please share the video around, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching guys, bye bye.